it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him for him.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Aldrick Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go, and here we go from MetLife Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
They fake the give. Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
What we got? 620. Check nickel. Express. Kill. 8.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10. What's that? 780? Nice, sweetheart. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Jim. Hey! Switch. Express. Check 3. Check it back. 20.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. Flush to his right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Kareem Jackson.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check 3, check 3. 8. Check 37. 20. 24. Check 24. Deuce. Check 9, check 9. 8.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's it, baby.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Ready. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Slant. 8. Pick the edge. Come. Ready.
3rd and 2, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. We're scoreless after 1. 3 yards on that last run. So here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where you just put the ball in the hands of a running back. Now, it could be anyone carrying the football to try and pick up a first down or a touchdown.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. Two run.
Rack. Up. 5-2 the Mike 5-2.
From the gun, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check four. Shit.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. from 3 yards out. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 20. Lucky. Watch the safety.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Newton. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And Ingram holds it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Check 24. Check 24. Shift.
Okay. Twist. Say.
Check 99. Check 98.
Wide.
Newton on first down. Got an open man. It's Ratley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 13. Switch. Watch out. Jump. 20. Shift. 8. Express.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, switch gears. Check 31. Check.
Under 10.
8. Check 26.
On 3rd down, Barkley. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Check. Watch twist. Check 15. Check 20. Check 8. Check.
On the run, it's Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Right at the 8. He's coming. I'm coming after you. Whip. Gun. Watch the whip. Check 43. Check. Watch the twist. Back. Go.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Right at 8. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
What's that? Right at 8.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Showing up. Eight. Bang.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Nice move by Lewis. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Newton. He'll buy some time right. Catch made by Slayton. That one good for 26 and a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 20. Slam. 8. Check nickel. 8. Kill.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He finds some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 26 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
You got that right there. Check, 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 check.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 34-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check, 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 check. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. 8. He's crashing. 8. Check the crash. Hey, crash. I got you.
They'll go to Barkley again. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Time go. He's coming. We got double up. 20. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 8. Check 37.
Play action. It's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's our time. Gun. Hey, check 24. Deuce. Hey! Check 9. Hey, watch it.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Push him back. Slam. Quick edge. Come 8. 36. Check 4. 8.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
20.
SOS, SOS.
Check it out. 8. Undercrush,
Another try for Barkley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Lucky. Watch the safety creep. Check. Fresno. Check 3. Express. Check 24.
Here's Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Pin the mirrors back and go full.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. This is the tight end fan. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Fields. He completes this to Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, now I thought you were going to go on the field. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.